This video will show you how to solve exercise 10.3. The accountant of your business has recently been taken ill through overwork. In his absence, his assistant has prepared some calculations of the profitability of a project, which are to be discussed soon at the board meeting of your business. His workings, which are set out below, include some errors of principle. You can assume that the statements below include no arithmetical errors. So you're given a table and you have to perform some of the listed operations. So you are given a table and you need to make sure that the information that you're going to keep in the table is what is reflected in the transactions. So for A, prepare a corrected statement of the incremental cash flow arising from the project. Where you have altered the assistance figure, you should attach a brief note explaining the alterations. So that's exactly what you see in the screen. So first of all, what you're going to have, you have a working capital, okay? You're going to have to add this number up here, working capital of 180, and then you also have it here, and as in the original table. You want to go and cross out depreciation, this line. You also want to take out interest on working capital and the write-off of development costs, because these are irrelevant right now. In addition, what you're going to add is new equipment costing £500,000, which will be purchased on the 31st December. And assume that all other cash flows occur at the end of the year. So for new equipment, you have an expenditure of 500,000. And additionally, the third transaction that's listed underneath the table, overheads have been costed at 50% of direct labor, which is the business normal practice. An independent assessment has suggested that incremental overheads are likely to amount to 30,000 a year. So you would want to add 30,000 for each year in this row. If you do that, it'll give you the following overview, okay? So here, everything that's between the two lines you want to sum. So because here you only have the 450, it stays, and here you want to sum the 470 and the 180, it'll give you 650. These two lines are the same as in the original table, and here you added 30,000 per year, okay? And it's the same thing. If you add up all the numbers above this line, it will give you these numbers. So this is for A. And as you can see here, this is a breakdown. It's the summary of the previous one. And it's cleaned up. So now what you want to do is take the number that you have here and subtract the number that you have here. So 0 minus 680 will give you minus 680, so loss of 680. 450 minus 246 will give you 204. 470 minus 256, 214, the same, and here 650 minus 256 will give you 394. So right now that's the solution for part A. For part B, you want to see in which period the project that for which you had an initial expenditure, you will get the money back. So what you want to do, because here you can see 680 is a loss, so you put this in this column as an investment. It's an outflow of money. Then you have inflows, and the inflows you see because these are all positive. So 680, you have no inflow. It's a loss of 680. In the second year, you have an inflow of 204. 680 minus 680 plus 24 will give you minus 476. Minus 476 plus 214 will give you minus 262. Minus 262 plus 214 will give you minus 48. minus 48 plus 214 will give you 166, and that's the year where you have a positive, where for the first time after you have made the investment, you have a positive accumulated cash flow, and this is why in year 5 you reach the payback point. And for the last step, you want to go and bring the net present value in for the initial expenditure of 680. So as you can see here, 680, you discount it by 1, will still give you 680. But here, for example, you have some positive cash inflows, okay? So 204, you have to divide it by 1.12. It will give you 182.14. The reason why you have to discount or divide by 1.12 is because in the fourth point underneath the table it says business cost of capital is 12%. So this is the reason. So for year 3, you're going to divide 214 divided by 1.12 to the power of 2 will give you 170. Then you're going to divide 214 by 1.12 to the power of 3 will give you 152.32. 214 divided by 1.12 to the power of 4 will give you 136. 394 divided by 1.12 to the power of 5 will give you 223.57. Now you want to add up all these numbers. So minus 680 plus 182.14 plus 170.60 plus 152.32 plus 136 plus 223.57 will give you net present value of 184.63.